sure you're all aware just how impressive the worlds Rockstar creates are. No matter what you think of them as a company, you can't really deny they make captivating worlds that are as immersive as possible in modern times. Comparing Rockstar to their competition is never fair when it comes to their world building. There's few reused assets and buildings, and each game world is unique, even if it has been created before by Rockstar. Join me as we look into the Grand Theft Auto series and discuss what makes Rockstar's maps so amazing. Ever since the first Grand Theft Auto game, the three main cities have been Rockstar's go-to when it comes to creating their games. In their current era, they have visited Liberty City in GTA 4 and Los Santos in GTA 5, and now we know Grand Theft Auto 6 will take place in Vice City. Each game bases its world off of the real deal. Rockstar makes almost exact recreations to really build that immersion for players. This isn't limited to GTA though. All of their games have expansive worlds for players to explore and enjoy. It is incredibly easy to be immersed in the games Rockstar create because they make the world easy to explore but put so much effort into it. Each building, tree and road looks unique and differs from those in other areas of the map. But immersion would be impossible if an immense amount of detail wasn't put into each world they create. Detail is something that Rockstar puts into every single one of their games, new or old. Each part of the map is different. Take GTA 5 as an example. We have a huge city, a large desert area, and a small little towns scattered across the map. The roads are different in each of these areas. They go from relatively dirty yet smooth roads in the city to the dirty, crumbling roads in the deserts. Looking at the other GTA games, even if the map doesn't contain multiple areas, like in GTA 3 or Vice City, where there's no desert-like area, the different islands feel unique. Importantly, detail helps the world building. For example, clothing being wet after swimming in GTA 5 or sweat appearing after a bike ride makes the game feel not like a simulator, but like the real world. Rockstar don't just create games for them to be flashy and visually impressive. They create worlds for players to become a part of. We've mainly discussed the outdoors of their games, but when you're creating a huge open world, you definitely need some strong and detailed interiors, right? There are so many options in Rockstar games, one of them being the player's access to interiors. As we know, the level of accessibility to interiors differs from game to game, but having at least a few, as all of the games do, make the game's world feel lived in. As previously mentioned, Rockstar create worlds that simulate real life. It wouldn't feel like real life if you were stuck outside the whole time and had nowhere to drive to in particular. I have criticisms about this part of their games though. They absolutely need to include more interiors in their next game. Small little shops feel almost the exact same in GTA 5, and large buildings that you would think would be super fun to explore and definitely think would be available to the player just aren't. World building and making role-playing within their games is clearly an important factor, and is definitely why their games are seen to be so incredibly fun and so popular like they are. Rockstar created characters are always easy to like, even if they are a tad psychotic at times. Claude was simple and speechless the whole time, leaving it hard for players to fully connect with him. He acted almost as if we were him, getting frustrations out through the game. Tommy was a fun character. He was smart and a very good criminal. He was a protagonist that was difficult to relate to, but was very cool and fun to root for. CJ was a protagonist, arguably the first, that plenty could relate to and feel sympathetic for, and all the options in the world made it possible to make CJ your own through new outfits, the ability to date and get buff, and even more. Nico was arguably their best character though. He was deep and interesting, and like CJ, easy to sympathise with. GTA 5's protagonists were diverse and different personality-wise, which made it easy to choose a favourite. The protagonist in each game they create is easy to connect with, or at the very least, is a super badass and it's super fun to watch their story play out. It's hard to mention their characters without mentioning the ability to create your own. In their most recent games, they've added online play, which allows players to create their own character. These games have so many options that it is unlikely you will find someone with the exact same look as you. This also adds to the roleplay element. If the story mode character isn't interesting to you, you can create your own character and give them their own story and activities to do within the world. Their games wouldn't be great if traversal was boring and similar, but Rockstar ensured this wasn't the case. Your game can be lively and huge, but if your game is called Grand Theft Auto, the cars need to be a huge part of the game. Each car feels different, but also looks different as well. This further adds to the fun element of their games. But cars aren't the only option. Planes, helicopters, bikes, motorcycles and boats are just a few of the vehicles available to players, all with different speeds, designs and feeling when you're driving them. Driving around the world is the most important part of the GTA series, but even in games without driving like Red Dead, the traversal is fun and easy to get into. The best worlds are built if those creating them put in an immense amount of effort, and Rockstar do this with every single release. Each game has a different feel, but also has so much detail packed into it that players can discover secrets within the game years after the game's been released. Rockstar's worlds are huge, beautiful and unique, and they stand well above the rest of the industry. I hope you enjoyed this video everyone. I apologize for the lack of uploading this week. I've been working on this video for a while, so I definitely hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching this one. Please consider subscribing and liking if you did enjoy it. It really does help me out. Again, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.